All right, welcome back. I think it's safe to say that we are getting close to Camp McCarran now. We're over here on the edge of Fiend territory. There are quite a few things that you can do over in this area. It's a good idea to go to Camp McCarran first, get some bounties. You can even get a mission from Colonel Shu, who we will be talking to go retrieve a ranger out of one of the vaults and take care of a guy named Motorhead that's down there in the vault. He's the head fiend running that particular area. But, you know, honestly, I like to go deal with the cons first before I go do that, because there's some stuff you can do with Motorhead first and then go get the mission or have the mission in your back pocket to actually deal with them and take care of that second. You can increase the amount of XP you earn through that. It's not a real big deal. It's probably not a whole lot more XP you could get than just running over and, you know, killing a pack of bighorners, honestly. But anyway, it'd be another quest to do. There's some things that you can maximize your rewards by doing them in a certain order. A few instances of that. Dealing with the fiends is one of those things. Then again, you can just go over there and kill all the fiends right now, and if you're careful, just make sure when you kill the head fiends, like, what's his name, Nine Iron, Cook, and ones like that, the main fiends, the leaders, that you don't kill them with a headshot. You might even want to have your followers stay back while you go kill them yourself. Make sure you kill them with leg and body shots and keep their heads intact. You get a better reward for delivering a head that's recognizable. But anyway, you can talk to one of the guys. He's a, sergeant or major or something, off in Camp McCarran. He's usually hanging out at the door that leads to the terminal in McCarran. You can ask him about bounties, and he'll send you on your way. Me, my main thing, I want to go to McCarran and get some troops for Bitter Springs. And there's a quest to lure out the spy. Go find out who the spy is that's passing along information to the Legion. And then there's one where you get to actually interrogate a Legionnaire. And that's always fun, because they're such pieces of crap. Anytime you can abuse one, that's a good day. Alright, so there's a few things to do there, and they all equal up to some pretty good XP, and more importantly, some fame with the NCR. You wind up coming out of, if you followed roughly along with what we've done so far in this Let's Play, by the time you're done with all that, you'll be pretty much idolized by the NCR. You'll at least be liked, if not idolized, depending on how you've done your dialogue options and things of that nature. But, over here at this El Rey Motel, you have each of these rooms, and each one kind of tells a story. I think this guy OD'd. Either that, or it's a drug deal gone bad. I think one of them, there's a note left behind that kind of makes a reference to something along those lines. Nothing else. It's a little extra XP for picking these locks. Okay, this guy's just a junkie. Psycho junkie. Best I can tell, anyway. Yep, chem addict. Alright. Hadn't slept in a while. Gotta remember to do that every once in a while. The only time the sleeping part of hardcore can really be a nuisance, if you're really just not within 100 miles of a bed and all of a sudden your sleep meter kicks in and you start suffering the penalty for being tired. I mean, to get from one level of sleep deprivation to the next takes going a long time without sleeping. I mean, it's like days, you know, if not weeks or something. I mean, it's ridiculous. But once you get there, if you don't have a bed anywhere close by, it can be annoying, because that's obviously hard to get rid of. May even take having to fast travel back to somewhere where there is a bed. Okay, now coming in here, before I go talk to Colonel Shu or anybody else, I'm going to come over here because this is a really quick quest that you can do, and it amounts towards some NCR fame and XP, and it's really fast, actually.
I'm Lieutenant Gorobets, 1st Recon. If you're looking to collect a bounty, you should talk to Major Daughtry.
Major Daughtry, that's his name.
We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. Some of my team aren't without their share of scars, though, like Betsy and Sterling. Corporal Sterling was an NCR ranger until he was captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. He wasn't able to be a ranger after that, but his eyes are still sharp, so I had him transferred to 1st Recon. Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her. Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone at 1st Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help.
Oh, that's my area of expertise.
I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea. We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us.
I think you already said that.
If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military. Carry on.
All right, so Colonel Daughtry is the one you talked to about the bounties. I'm not going to bother with that, but he'll be standing over there at the doors to our right by the main terminal. All right, now here's Betsy.
Hey, girl. You need something from me? What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude? Ha! You're not as dumb as I thought you'd be. We got the same sense of humor. Probably better to walk away while I still like you, though. All kinds of things piss me off. Like just about anything that anybody says. Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty. Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes. Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think. Might just be sex, though. I see some cute little number and I'd rather get in her pants. So maybe I'm a stone-cold bitch after all. The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, I don't need a head doctor. I'm 1st Recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you?
Okay, well, we can pass both of these checks. Doesn't really matter which one.
Just another injury to take care of, huh? Well, when you put it that way. All right. You can tell the lieutenant I finally caved. There's a Dr. Usanagi who's supposed to be good at this sort of thing. Yeah. Try not to get killed.
What can I do for you? I wish someone with your medical training had come along sooner. I think she'll actually stick with the treatment because of what you said. I was afraid that Betsy wouldn't go for long-term treatment because she didn't want to look bad in front of the rest of the squad. You settled that. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her.
Okay, so this is where our actual reward kicks in. Is since we've followed this route, we've already gone to the medical clinic and discovered it and stuff. So all we have to do is just fast travel straight there. Go do a little dialogue with Dr. Usanagi, and that's it. All right, so here we are in the clinic.
Morning.
After a couple loading screens.
You're back. Do you need medical attention? I'm assuming you're referring to mental trauma. I'll make time in my schedule.
All right, and that's it. 225, I guess without the XP penalty, that'd be 250. But see, I'm already liked here. Okay, and there's a couple more things we can do for the NCR. So anyway, back at Camp McCarran. All right, you don't need to go talk to Betsy again. You can, but you don't need to. You take your first left, coming in these doors, and Colonel Shu's office should be right here.
We're all impressed with the work you've done for us. Thought you might be able to make use of this. It's a key to a little hideaway south of here. We've used it as a place for rangers to rest and resupply. I thought you might get good use out of it.
That's because we just reached like status with the NCR before we talked to him, so that's why he gave us that. A lot of backstory with this guy.
I appreciate your concern for Bitter Springs. You've already been quite helpful to the NCR. I suppose it's only right to return.
Okay, so we can go give them the good news as soon as we leave here.
You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word. Yeah, on top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out. Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
Good point. Good commander.
As in chem fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable. They set up shop in Vault 3 to
Vault
the west.
3, that's it.
Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing, losing a ranger. You come to depend on them. And they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen.
Alright, so going through the dialogue made that quest available.
That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home...
Like I was saying before, you might want to talk to the cons first.
The fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You've found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here. Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. That's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan. Now we're trying to secure the strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning. I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent, but I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for
My
it.
pleasure.
Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building. Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements, and it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
So that's who we talk to next on that.
It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here. Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. Sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
Might be worth going and finding that sergeant. At Forlorn Hope.
Everything was going according to President Kimball's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the Strip, and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw.
War never changes, does it? All right. Do one of several things. I think we'll go get Bitter Springs out of the way, since we still have these psychology books, children's psychology books in our back pocket. We can deliver those to the doctor. But, oh yeah, we got to get some more soldiers from Camp Forlorn Hope also. Well, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because they probably need them here worse than Bitter Springs does, honestly. But I guess because we saved Nelson, then essentially they have extra men or something. I don't know.
I'll be honest. The Legion has me worried here, but I think I can spare some soldiers. Consider your request.
In hell, any soldiers who get to leave here probably be grateful, so it's not a bad thing. Let's give the doctor his books, see what we get for this.
Those medical supplies have already been a phenomenal help.
There we go.
Both of them? Wow, that's very resourceful.
Well,
thank you.
that's how we roll. We're badass like that.
Just about cover us. I really don't know how to thank you. Your bringing me these supplies saved a lot of people.
I'm going to take the good karma route here. I don't know if there's any extra XP to be gained. I don't think so, just in case. But there's no harm in accepting a reward, because there's essentially no extra reward for not accepting a material reward here. You don't get like any extra NCR fame or any of that, to the best of my knowledge.
Thanks to your help, I think Bitter Springs has a real shot at surviving. I can't offer much of a reward, but know that the NCR is very grateful.
Okay. Alright, so that's our NCR fame for turning it in.
That's very generous of you.
But all we get for this is karma, and that's it. No ammo, no extra meds, no nothing. Not a free weapon, nothing. Just some karma, which is totally pointless in the game, actually. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. We'll get back to Camp McCarran, and we'll go do some other of the nitty-gritty. Alright, to catch up on the rest of this Let's Play, hit the top box for a complete list of all my playlists. Hit the bottom box. If you want to subscribe, hit that button over my head. It'll take you right there. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.